Hi, it's Christina with the Sisyphean Journal. I watched a video about detransitioners. It was a panel discussion of several detransitioners, and I commented, I feel so bad for these young people. The only people who have been more badly betrayed by society and the medical establishment are women who were convinced that abortions would fix their interpersonal, financial, or social problems, only to still face those problems along with having done something you can never make right. The abortion lobby has done just as much gaslighting as the trans lobby, pushing for drastic, permanent treatment and dismissing any attempts to address underlying problems as being hateful and trying to keep people from living their best lives. And somebody called Yelia Hawk responded, I completely disagree with your point of view. As someone who has had an abortion, I can guarantee that was the most responsible decision at the time. Since then, I've been available to keep studying, working, and got myself a brand new car, and I own my apartment. It's irresponsible to bring a kid into poverty, unstable socioeconomic conditions. Now, okay, Ms. Hawk. So your response has merited this video. And I said for the TLDR, just because one person is happy with their transition or abortion choice doesn't mean there's no gaslighting or medical profiteering going on, okay? I think the clearest illustration of the degree to which it's taken for granted that it's okay to just rush through with the abortion without having really had somebody sit down with you and go through all your options is the case of Douglas Carpin, the Texas Gosnell. I'll link to below to some videos about him. I listened to a National Abortion Federation tape in which Carpin was complaining that the pro-lifers outside his clinic were stealing his patients. These women would make the appointment, come in, pay their money, have their counseling session, and I think you'll notice in abortion clinics the money comes before the counseling, and I thought the counseling was to help them decide. Why are you paying for something if you haven't decided yet? You don't walk into a car dealership and pay for a car and then go out to the lot and look at cars, do you? Why is it that abortion clinics have you pay before you've gone through the decision-making process? I find that interesting. But at any rate, that was me tapping on the desk, not somebody knocking at the door. My dog's an idiot. Carpin was saying that the women would pay their money, have their counseling, and have the first step of their multi-day abortions done. So these are 16, 20-week abortions and later. So they'd go in, they'd have the laminaria put in to expand the cervix and told to come back the next day for the actual procedure. And these women would go outside and talk to the pro-lifers who were hanging around outside, change their minds, go get the laminaria removed, and want their money back. Well, actually, he didn't even say they wanted their money back, now that I think about it. I don't remember if he said they wanted their money back. He was just upset that they were stealing his patients. So, now, if the abortion rights movement was truly all about the woman making the choice she's going to be happy with, a fully informed choice that she's going to be happy with, it seems to me that the reaction should have been, your counseling must suck if spending 5 minutes out on the sidewalk talking to a complete stranger changes her mind after she's committed to the point where she's paid for it and gone through the first step. You know, certainly in most situations that would be, what the hell are you doing? Your counseling sucks. That's not what they said. And they didn't even need to have a whole lot of discussion about it. There wasn't, oh, that's a really puzzling and unusual situation. How can we deal with it? No, they immediately offered him a great solution. You make her sign a contract agreeing to go through with the abortion even if she changes her mind. What does that say about abortion practice? That it's considered normal to have the woman sign a contract to go through with the abortion even if she changes her mind. What does that say about the quality of the counseling? And what does that say about their commitment to it being her choice? I don't think it says a lot positive about the counseling, and I don't think it shows that they are really respecting these women's choices, are they? This is one of these things where you've made a decision that's going to give them money and political clout, and of course they're going to want you to follow through with it. They're not going to want you to change your mind.